Hello, CopyMap subscribers, followers, CopyTip rockstars. We are all here in this together, this ChatGPT frenzy and constant update. I am having a coffee with almond milk. If you were wondering, I needed something hot. It's kind of cold here in Argentina and at the same time really hot. It's kind of a non-existing spring. It's just or you're melting or you're freezing. That's our spring this year. Well, that said, I discovered another thing in ChatGPT, that it's the integration of DALL-E. I think it's absolutely mind-blowing, the power we can harness if we learn to leverage from these tools. Because sometimes we can say, okay, I can write the copy for it, but I have no idea how to do an image. I am not a professional designer. I am not saying it replaces it. It absolutely doesn't, but it can help us conceptualize things that we could offer our clients as an idea to work with a professional designer. So that's what was in my mind. And also, I stumbled with another thing today that was, I was kind of auditing a caption that I was working on with ChatGPT. And ChatGPT told me, yeah, that caption is great. It works with the audience you described. Would you like me to suggest an image for it? And I was kind of, yeah, please suggest an image. I have an idea. I know how to do it, but I would love to see what you come up with. So let me know what you are suggesting for this caption to go with this caption. Which image do you suggest? I didn't have the DALL-E plugin activated when doing that session, so it gave me just text and it told me kind of the palette, what it would have in it, and all the elements, and even the text that I could use for it. So it said, do you want me to generate the image? Because it can generate images, but without DALL-E activated, they are really bad, and the texts are kind of illegible. It's kind of all broken words and letters. So it was a good attempt, but it was absolutely not useful. So I said, what if I go with that concept and ask it to emulate and create that image, but on a new session where I activate DALL-E? And it was a substantial change. So let me see if I can show you, just a second, what this looks like, so that you can understand all that I am blah, blah here. Let me share my screen. Share. Well, don't look at this, just a second. Well, here it says, it wasn't this one. Because I have it all blurred, I can't see where I was working on. This is the pencil, so it's not doing anything. Here. So while I was talking different things, these are common struggles. It helped me craft the caption. I was kind of auditing the caption that I had. It added some emojis it suggested would go okay. Sometimes if you ask ChatGPT, kind of inserted emojis and everything and make it look like an Instagram caption, for example, it goes way over the top. It's kind of hello emoji. It isn't amazing, this emoji. It's kind of an emoji every 3 words. So I don't suggest that you do that. I just suggest that you do the captions, you ask it, because you have it trained for your audience, how does that look? And then you can insert the emojis that you feel would resonate with your audience and everything. It's not kind of pushing a button and having all your posts done. But well, here it asked me, it said, it says, feel free. There was a point where it asked me if I would like to see the concept. No, I asked him, what do you suggest I put in the image for these captions? And I felt that your coding questions answered was lame, was kind of very basic. So it says, let's craft a compelling visual concept for your post, image concept, and it says the background, the central element, the overlay text. And it gave me suggestions for that, the subtext, the iconography, the color palette. Excuse me. So then it said, would you like me to generate a visual representation of this concept for you? And I was, yes, please, generate it. So it went to web request, that is the plugin that I had connected, that I had made available. And this is what it gave me. The concept, it's okay, but we can read this. And it was kind of, okay, this is it. I grabbed all these and I went here and I pasted it. Please create a photographic style image, I'm sorry, with the following guide. And I pasted all that ChatGPT had already gave me in the other session. There is no need for priming, I believe, when you're using DALL-E, except that you are trying to make it make something that it's very aligned with your brand and everything. And however, you can, this is just to have an idea, it's a concept for you to work on. So here it blew my mind. Look at these images. And I say, why? Some of these have spelling mistakes and typos because some are ready to use. For example, this one, I love this one. Master the art of authentic selling. This was great. But genuine offers, it's not written okay, but that's okay. It's the concept. So here are two things that I wanted to describe for you. First, you have this. This is the real prompt that's going on in the backend when you're inputting kind of the prompt that you want for your image. So in plain language, I am asking for this. This goes to ChatGPT server. It interprets and it generates a new prompt for each image it's given. And so for this image, I have this one. So I could grab this one and ask it to do variations or see what I get. So what I did was, these are fantastic. Can you emulate the same without text, the exact same images? I wanted this one without text to work it myself. And it gave me this. And I said, this is not good. This is very favicon and all those pages. It's very generic. So I asked it, please create a photographic style image with the following guideline, as I made the last time. I pasted everything that I pasted on the first one, but I removed all the mentions about text, everything. So kind of, I removed all this, the master the art of authentic selling, all that gone. And there what happened the magic. I got these images. So this one, for example, I could work with it. I go here, I downloaded it, and I work. And now I want to show you, I think it was rich subject. I think it was, this was the first one I tested, and it was, when I discovered DALL-E, I made this session, and it says, create an image of a realistic fairy that looks ecstatic looking at an ancient tree. And look at this. This one is amazing. And here you have kind of the prompt, and this one is incredible. So I said, well, let's get one of those prompts and iterate, and it gave me even better images. Sometimes the hands and everything have some mistakes, but make me 3 variations of a realistic. I grabbed another one of the prompts. It gave me this, and I added leprechauns on one. I thought, just add leprechauns on one. include leprechauns in one of them. And look, leprechauns here. She has 6 fingers, but it works. Then an ancient warrior activating its pineal gland in an enchanted scenery that depicts the mystical experience. And you have these ones. I tried to make it look more human. Then I tried to make it look more natural. Then I wanted, I made a prompt that was kind of more developed. But when I implied that I wanted a blonde girl or a Black Panther, it was kind of, that goes against our guidelines. So I just made it very plain. And when I got the first results, I started using the prompts that I found here, changing with yellow hair, for example, but not blonde with yellow hair. And that way I started getting closer to what I wanted. That it's something like this for my own website. And then I continued playing with it and it went crazy. So this is the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope that it fills you with ideas. I think ChatGPT has an endless potential. And what I also believe is that we are not kind of fixed to believe that it's kind of, or it's a dangerous thing, or it's a thing that will alienate us, or it's a thing that will cut our creativity in half or more, or something that will come and steal our jobs. I know that we are out of that kind of frenzy or line of thought, at least, but I never really was scared of ChatGPT. I remember when the whole thing happened, that was back in February, I woke up and my partner was kind of, have you heard this is happening and you should look for another profession and you should do something else, or you should become really professional and become indispensable and have something really unique. And I was kind of, we all copywriters are unique. Machines can't steal our voice. They can emulate it, yes, and they will emulate it pretty well, but they will never be as us. They don't have the emotions and all the components that we have as humans. So my advice from my humble place is that if you're starting out, you have nothing to be afraid of. If you love writing and you're passionate about copywriting and you're serious about it, and you're not just here because you're thinking, oh, okay, I have ChatGPT, I can do emails kind of in 5 minutes and cash 10K for a client, and it's okay. No, it's not okay. But if you're really passionate about copywriting, as I am, as many people in the industry are, and you are genuine about it, this is just another tool that it's coming to enhance and leverage your experience during this journey. So, well, this is my humble opinion. I hope you have enjoyed it, and looking forward to the next release of ChatGPT, that I am sure there are many things to come. Have a safe and beautiful day and a powerful week ahead. Bye.